complex and hamstring group. It can cause knee pain and lots of other not so fun stuff. And it happens a lot because crossing your legs, sitting often, like it doesn't really matter why it's happening, right? Like we can help improve it. So we're gonna start with extended child's pose. So we're gonna have you get down, this is tabletop position with your hands right under your shoulders. You're gonna bring your toes together, push your knees out wide. If you want, you can do a few like cat-cow here, or you're just gonna shift back, so you're kind of trying to sit on your heels, and if yours looks different than mine, that's totally fine. And then you're gonna walk your arms out and kind of turn your biceps up towards the ceiling, so that's gonna make sure your shoulder stays in socket. So if your head reaches the ground, great. And you'll breathe here for 10 breaths. So what you're trying to do here is you're trying to breathe into like your lower back area right above your hips and make that expand kind of like a balloon. So being in this position, you have the support on the front, you're able to expand back here. Big breath in, exhale, chest sinks a little closer to the ground. Inhale, balloon up, exhale, sink closer to the ground. So, about 10 of those. Then we're going to do supine twist. So supine means face up. We are going to have you start out with your knees on the ground. So arms can be wherever you want, whatever feels comfortable for you. It might be closer, it might be here. If you want to do a bonus one, you can have your arms overhead, but arms are out to the side. Kind of tuck your tailbone under so your lower back feels really supported. You're going to drop your knees over to the left side as you take a big breath in, feel the right side of your body stretch, and really make sure that your tailbone's staying down and your right shoulder's down if you're going to the left. And then you'll exhale back up to the center, inhale over to the other side, exhale back up to center. So make sure that you're actually stretching through your muscles, not just your joint, because I can go all the way over here, right? But that's through my bones, versus when I'm supported, abs engaged, I can go a lot less. So make sure that you're moving with what feels good for your body. Let's say 5 to 8 each side. Really move with your breath. The next thing that we're gonna do, close stance split pedals. So I have another video that's split stance toe pedals. That one's like pretty deep, and if you're having issues with the semitendinosus right here, if you go into that deep lunge, you're probably just gonna have pain in your knee and not get anything beneficial out of it. So, close stance split toe pedals. You're gonna bend both knees, kind of tuck your butt under your ribs, so that way your joints are nice and stacked over top of each other. And then make sure that all of your back foot toes are like kind of like spread out and suction cupping to the ground. You're going to keep your hips under your ribs as you slowly pedal that foot towards the ground, and then come back up, stretch through like the arch of your foot, so suction cup toes are super important for that. Push your heel down into the ground like you're trying to drive a spike back there, and then come back up. So if your heel reaches, great, but it's not gonna be beneficial if you're here having to reach your heels, so keep your butt under your ribs, reach forward, stretch through your foot, and stretch through your calf. So you're gonna get your calf stretch, quad stretch, and it's going to help with the whole leg rotation, which is part of why your semitendinosus is probably tight. So, final one, wall supported leg raise using your abs. So, wall, everyone's got something they can lean against. You're going to use your belly button to kind of suck into your spine, so that's going to engage your pelvic floor and your lower abs. That's going to kind of lift your leg up on a marionette string, right? So we're trying to get abs to do this, not psoas, not hip flexor, abs, right? So you'll be here, and then you're going to try and bring your foot into the middle, and then try and bring it out. Try and bring it in, try and bring it out. So the whole point of this is to kind of teach your upper leg how to rotate in your hip socket again. All the other stuff that we did before should hopefully have helped like prepare you for this one. So here, we want to make sure nice and tall. You'll have your arm out to the side. I'm just going to show you a different angle. You're going to pick your leg up, rotate out, rotate in. Rotate out, rotate in. So super important with this one that when you're doing it, you're not hiking your hip up to kind of compensate, right? So you're keeping your leg nice and in line, abs stay nice and supported. If you can't get past this and you are trying to raise your leg up like that, that's not really going to do anything for you. So hip stays plugged into socket. You'll feel your hip engage right there. Over, in, and hopefully this will all like give your hips and legs a little bit better chance to be a little less tight. We also have lots of other videos, but thanks for being part of our tight hip video. If you have any questions, let us know, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.
Great.